What was that look for?
He does that every time. Yeah.
I have a ultra wide. My monitor is so long.
Let's see what else. Oh, can do this.
Wait,
one.
Dylan,
That's Miles'
text
preferred view right there.
Dylan, text a picture of your setup. I want to see
Oh,
it.
Pat, okay. You're about to.
Oh, it's good, dude. It's really good. Yeah.
How are we doing, everybody? We are, in fact, live. Let us know what Amazon questions we can help you out with.
Yep.
Sawyer, do you have like a crazy big setup?
I have a very wide monitor. I'm texting it to the group chat right now.
We probably have the same one. I've got the big Alienware one. Is that what you're talking about?
I have a Samsung one. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
49. It's pretty much just 3 monitors. Like,
Holy
Yeah.
moly!
Let's see.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Damn. Bro's got the sourcing up as we speak. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
We got leaked ASINs on the group
Yes,
chat.
Yeah.
What's that white bottle on there
Wait, which one?
next to your mouth?
Oh, that's like a nasal spray.
Private label. Yeah, guys. So any questions you guys got, please feel free to fire away on. We would love to help. In preparation for Q4, I'd recommend going to q4secretsauce.com. It walks through a lot of the Q4 stuff you guys should be thinking about. And then we got a ton of content coming the next couple weeks to help you guys be as prepared for Q4 as possible too.
Sawyer got that Sawyer Souls cup as though he's like leading an MLM or
That's old school. That's got to be older there, right?
Oh, it's very old. Like a family friend got it for me like 3 years ago.
Well, lit.
That's
When they thought it was just a phase.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how my parents were too.
Patrick asked, trying to find a good VA for sourcing. You want to give him a sample project? Good idea. We give them like a 30-minute test on, it's like 2 Keepa charts, and we tell them to find like 2 or 3 leads. And then just say like, hey, whenever you set a timer for 30 minutes and stop working at 30 minutes. That way they're not doing a bunch of free work, and you get to see how fast they are in 30 minutes.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and also too, Avery has recommended like hiring 2 for a week-long trial. Like if they pass something like that Warner mentioned, I think that's a really good idea as well too. So
We just
what were you saying?
go for it. I was just saying we just trialed a few, and we brought on 3 that are gonna officially start on Monday. I'm excited.
There we go.
How many do you have right now?
Biggest team I've had in a while. I think the Amazon team's at 11 now.
Is that just to prepare for Q4?
Yeah, it's just a rip Q4 sales.
Okay, so Elijah has sold over 1,000 units. I saw it on Twitter yesterday. Very good job, Elijah. That's awesome.
You're also
Bang.
selling glass products. Probably not worth it. That's one of those
Yeah.
things where you want to front load your risk, right? Shoes, sports bras.
If it's like super high ROI, it can be worth it.
I would,
but, like,
I would 2 or
yeah.
3x what you typically would accept, right? You're gonna have to pay for extra prep from a prep center. If you're doing it, you have to make sure it doesn't break, and it's probably more of a headache than it's worth.
Yeah, Mason jars. Yeah, were a big bolo during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
When would you recommend getting a VA? I think it's a personal preference, right? If you're 40-year-olds with 3 kids and a wife, and you want to go to some kids' games and stuff, that's probably more motivation than someone who's 20, has a whole lot of time and not much money, right? So it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't have a lot of money, you probably should put in the time yourself. If you do, if you're situated, it might be more motivation to streamline that process before the typical person would be ready.
Boom. Been here for 5 minutes and already found a winner. That's just the Minnesota sauce right there. You got no other choice but
That's a lit background.
stuff to be profitable.
That is a lit background.
What methods do you suggest? MF Price Compelling Great BSR offers free shipping and not too many sales, but I haven't had sales yet. So it might be the kind of thing where that listing just doesn't allow FBM sale, or like it's not really FBM friendly yet. Right? Not all listings are FBM friendly till we hit really the heart of December. But what you can do, Ingrid, to get as many sales as possible with FBM right now is make sure you're using a repricer, make sure you're in 0-day handling time if possible, and then only be selling on listings that you can see other people are already FBMing on via the Seller Amp Offers tab and the buy box statistics on Keepa. But you do have to understand that not anywhere close to as many products will be FBMable currently as will be FBMable 30, 45, 50 days from now.
Any tips to break the 10% margin mark without slowing sales a lot? by sourcing more, right? You're going to naturally find better products as you just put in the reps. Increase your volume, your quality will go up. That's just like a numbers game sort of thing. Then you can start filtering out some of your lower margin stuff with higher margin stuff. And that's kind of just how it works. You start replacing and replacing and upgrading and upgrading, and ultimately you have a catalog that's 15% and not 10.
Yeah, check your return reports as well, and make sure you don't have any ASINs that are problematic. You probably have an ASIN or two that's really eating into your margin.
Yeah, also too, the more you do, like the better you get. So not only do you sell more items, but you also get much better at discounting certain websites too.
Yep.
So depending on, how you're building expertise, and then also seasonally, you should have better margins. December should be 20% net, right in that ballpark, even at big scale too, depending on kind of what your bottleneck is.
Tom, in 30 to 40 days, volume is going to pick up a lot and check-in times are going to start slowing down. So sellers won't have as much time to send in their inventory beforehand via FBA. So merchant fulfilled sellers are going to have a much bigger opportunity than right now.
Yeah, most of the year FBA gets priority, right? Amazon makes more money, but the pendulum, the paradigm kind of shifts towards merchant fulfill FBM sellers as they slow down, right? So pretty much from as we're approaching Thanksgiving on, it's going to be heavy merchant fulfill because Amazon always and forever will prioritize the customer experience and efficiency. Because they can't keep up, they're going to allow and put pressure on us to do that for them.
Is it a good idea to get a business credit card if you don't have issues finding products but don't have the capital right now? Yeah, so the nice thing, Chigar, is it sounds like you built a good system and that you're pretty confident in this stuff. So while obviously, using leverage adds risk, it sounds like you're pretty confident with stuff, as you said. So I think like a 0% APR option or the Amex Plum can buy that with some merchant fulfill and you should be good to go if you're, really confident in stuff. But scale into that slowly because you want to make sure you're obviously doing things the right way and not taking on, a bunch of additional risk without the skill necessary to really apply it.
Wait, so FBA, well, it's just going to get backed up, right? I mean, there's so much demand going through those prep centers with incoming stuff, outgoing stuff, that they just use merchant fulfill as a way to alleviate some of the pressure on their employees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Come on, Tom. We need the good energy right there. Yeah. So it's not that FBA will be worse. It will be that it legitimately makes no sense to send a product in and wait for 1 to 3 weeks when you could just sell it 20 minutes from now.
Yeah, and he's also saying he's an FBA seller. You're not an FBA seller, you're an Amazon seller. You go where the opportunity is, right? So FBMs are the opportunity as the last 2 months of the year. You're not an FBA seller in December.
Yeah, and you can still totally FBA stuff, especially if you're on the East Coast. Stuff typically still checks in quick. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to when you're taking on additional risks, sending stuff in. You have to wait when you could just sell it a lot quicker FBM, which you typically can't at other times in the year.
Yeah, the main reason it would make sense is if you have a ton of capital and you're just stocking up on stuff like this month into the next 4 weeks or so, and then you still go FBM. Yeah.
Any BBB prep space available? I'm definitely ready for a prep set. Oh, that's a throwback.
That's awesome that you've been listening to that.
That's about a year and a half late.
Right there.
That didn't last very long, my friend.
No, did not. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Nike Out Sauce. So number one, Mark, you need to realize there's a 15% sign-up code at the Nike Out that you should be looping. Right, and looping means making money with using again and again, basically. But okay, so what other Nike Out Sauce we got?
So what I used to do, I would honestly scan literally every single shoe in the store. So if you're going with a friend or just someone have them download SellerAmp on their phone as well and show them what type of criteria you're looking for. It'll speed up the process a lot. Scan through all the clothes, all the shoes, all the accessories, especially the clearance racks. That's going to have a lot of cold weather seasonal stuff right now. That'll be doing very well a month or two down the line. But the more and more you go, the better of an eye you're going to have. So just scan everything when you're first starting, and then you'll kind of develop an eye on what to look for.
Would I not have to pay more shipping fees for FBM? So you do have to pay shipping fees for FBM, but you don't pay FBA fees. FBA fees are based off of size and weight. FBM individual shipping is based off of size and weight. They're very similar. If you want a full breakdown of that stuff, go to howtofbm.com and it'll show you a full nice walkthrough of that stuff.
Yeah. Cousin's got access to supplier for auto parts. That's a great connection to use. So open up the spreadsheets you end up getting from them, throw up your SellerAmp on the right side, punch the title directly into SellerAmp and do all your research all on the same page and look for multi-packs, that kind of stuff. Saves you clicking around, and don't use scanners either. You're going to miss a lot of gems that way. All the best listings are missing UPCs or their multi-packs and that kind of thing.
Well, that's a good question. Why are 90% of folks here wanting to sell Nike? There's a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I think the big one is, you're not going to be competing with wholesale sellers, right? Everyone's getting Nike stuff essentially the same way, discounted card, or gift cards, coupons from the same places, right? So that's the first thing, right? There's an even playing field organically. Secondly, I think it just spurs a lot of opportunity because of all the variations built in. If you find one profitable size of a shoe, that likely leads to 5, 6, 7 other ones. Your catalog is going to compound pretty quickly rather than always hunting for single unit ASINs, right? You find one ASIN, it's only one variation, right? Well, that's pretty much washed up. Then now you got to go find another one, right? With a lot of the Nike clothes and shoes, it compounds pretty quickly. And again, in terms of like competitive sellers, there's a lot of smart OA sellers hanging out on Nike listings. So the adjacencies are going to lead to a lot of profits as well.
Another tip for outlets is look for stuff that ends in 0.97, because that's going to be clearance items right there. And then also the clearance rack of clothing stuff will typically have some incredibly good margins. Think like hoodies, pants, long sleeve t-shirts, stuff like that.
Mark's trying to get the girlfriend to be a RA shopper. Do it, man. Like you can pay pretty well if you like tell them what to look for and that kind of stuff too. It's not even a bad gig.
That's a good tweet right there. Kids have girlfriends, men have VAs or something like that. That's a good tweet right there.
Have you ever gotten an email receipt to submit as an invoice?
Yep, all the time. Yeah. In fact, pretty much every single one, yeah.
Is it normal to have a lot of orders pending for 5+ days? Not too sure what you mean by a lot, but it is normal for orders to be pending for that long. 99% of the time, they're just going to drop off. I've had this happen to me once, and it's only once, where a competitor bought a lot of my inventory and on a wrong card or whatever. So it never ended up going through. And I had it sitting there for like 8 days in the pending tab. So just kind of had to deal with it. But you can set order limits to avoid that.
Yep. So what you guys want to search is Google Amazon FBA max order quantity, and that's going to help you avoid that stuff.
I've also heard FBA sellers when the buy box more is they have. So I can already tell a lot of you guys are overthinking this tremendously, but would there be any way to get around this? So naturally, FBA sellers are going to get priority just because Amazon makes more money. They control the quality, all those things. But again, as we approach the heat of Q4, Amazon's going to get backed up in terms of inbound shipping, outbound shipping. And so the pendulum is going to shift pretty heavily towards merchant fulfill just to alleviate some of their backlog that they experience.
Yeah, Tom, like what you're going to do to like ease into this is like all the stuff. It's not binary. It's not one or the other, right? It's continuous.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
How much do I FBM? Right. That's Hormozy 101 right there. But
and a lot of people don't know.
If you didn't recognize that reference, you need to recognize that reference right there. But the reason why FBA gets the buy box more is because typically the FBA delivery dates that you see on Amazon are significantly better. However, FBA warehouses get really backed up in December. So therefore the FBA delivery dates are not as good. So FBM sellers eat that buy box share for breakfast.
How many credit cards do bigger sellers have? So we only use 2, to be honest,
yeah.
a Platinum and a Plum.
Yeah, we put all the purchasing on one card and then all the other like miscellaneous on another, which makes your taxes easier. So like all the software and boxes and all that's on one card. Then you got your inventory on like a 2% card. Obviously, as high cash back as possible on that one.
That's smart. I have too many. I have like 6 or 7.
It can be a mess. Like.
Yeah, I mainly use the Capital One Spark and the Amex Business Blue.
Especially when you're just getting started and you're like trying to like cycle the like credit card bonuses and all that kind of stuff, because it's like,
well, no, you gotta be doing that shit.
It's like kind of worth it at small scale. Yeah, you can like pick up 500 extra bucks here and all that, and then and then you're down the line making plenty of money and you got 8 credit cards.
You guys see that helicopter right there?
Oh my god!
Right.
Miami views.
Right there, yeah.
We get it, Miles. You live in
Miami.
Miami.
Is that building open?
You don't.
How many ASINs should I be tracking for Q4? So I think you're thinking the wrong way, right? Different ASINs have different value. Different ASINs are going to bring different like qualitative benefits to your business. So I'd be tracking obviously profit targets, right? How much you want to make, and then ultimately how much you're spending to get there, and that's kind of going to drive the input and output of your business.
Yeah, what everyone in here should be doing is go on selleramp.com and create a bunch of spreadsheets. One called Q4 leads, one called almost good, one called out of stock, one called back to school. And then each time you find a product that you think will make sense for any of those scenarios, like so something like Q4, for example, would be stuff that went to the moon last Q4 that you can see on the Keepa chart went way up. Toss that on a SellerAmp spreadsheet so you can keep as much of that stuff organized as possible. And I'll drop some crazy sauce too. So for anyone on here, this is a live stream exclusive. You won't hear me mention this anywhere else. Go on Keepa Product Finder and do like the beauty category or the toy category or Nike or Adidas, for example, 0 to 25,000 rank. And then you'll find like 1,000 products, and then you can pay a VA to go through and spreadsheet anything that went to the moon last Q4, because they can check like dozens of products, you know, every couple minutes to see what went to the moon Q4 and spreadsheet all those. And you'll be able to make a ton of cash with that.
Jesse, I do not have any store cards, and I honestly don't really recommend them. They're going to be lower limit. It's just better to work with a bank. And also with those cards, the rewards might be good at Kohl's, for example, but it's not going to be good at Nike or another place.
Yeah.
But again, like Warner was saying, at smaller scale, that could be huge. I know a lot of
the
people use
Walmart
like,
card is worth it.
A lot of
Yeah.
people use I think the Apple one, right? There was 3% or 5%
That one too,
on stores.
Yeah, the Walmart card is worth it if you buy a bunch from Walmart. That's like the only one I'd recommend. We have the Walmart card because you get 5% back, which is kind of insane. 5% back on Walmart is like wholesale pricing sometimes.
That is.
That used to be your bread and butter, right?
Do they give you good limits on that?
It's not insane because it's a personal card. You can't get it as a business.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
But when I was really pumping Walmart, I'd just be running up like the 3,500 or whatever they gave me, and then I'd pay it off every day basically and do it again.
So when does Q4 start and how long does it? I mean, so the technical answer is obviously October to December,
Yeah,
but my
it's now.
opinion, it really starts like mid-November, the beginning of November, and lasts to like end of January.
Yeah, as soon as people start buying gifts for like Thanksgiving, family get-togethers, and that kind of thing.
The real meat of Q4 is going to be pretty much Thanksgiving to like the December 15th, December 10th.
Yeah. Black Friday is going to be the day where you're like, whoa, like something changed here.
Yeah, my dog Sawyer put up a 70 ball at 16 2 Black Fridays ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it going to be like 700 this year, Sawyer?
Oh, no clue. But
Well, it
that
depends.
first time around though, I sold through too much stuff too fast. I should have
Yeah.
like held on to it.
Yeah.
And spread it out
Yeah,
more.
this Prime Day was tough to. I mean, not tough, good problems, but like tough because it's like it washed out a lot of the inventory that you were kind of forecasting for the next couple of weeks.
And in your old age, you're not FBMing the way you used to. And I mean, you did oversell a bunch of stuff too, but you should be overselling stuff when you're FBMing. Like you need that fire in you to wake up every day and get like you need to have. Not need to have, but like if you don't have that, like your account is at risk of deactivation, you're honestly not fine. Would you guys avoid seasonal products? No, squeeze the well. Squeeze the well. Squeeze
I'll
the
see
the-
take
Tom,
one.
and the most important thing with those seasonal products is to use a spreadsheet, SellerM spreadsheet, to store them. Because again, I feel like we say this every single stream. A lot of those products are going to operate the same way year after year. Same sort of demand increase, same sort of price increase, same sort of time frame when these things are happening. And so take advantage and let your work compound on itself. Use this work to fuel next year. And that's how this business starts to really compound itself from an experience perspective, because sourcing just naturally gets easier and you can double, triple your work.
Oh, by the way, too, special announcement. I don't know why I haven't mentioned this in a while, but we still have the applications open for Garrett's wedding. So you can DM at Pete's Flips or myself on Twitter a 1-minute video of yourself why you qualify for an invite to Garrett's wedding.
Yeah, and so again, we're looking for different value adds. Maybe it's dancing on tables, maybe it's singing, maybe it's
Singing would be a
crossing
big
miles
one.
up.
Singing would be a big one.
It's true. While the best man is
And
giving
then
the speech.
for any ladies watching,
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy,
Preferential
FBA, and
treatment.
Billy Flips need dates as well.
Right.
Yep.
of course.
So,
yeah, Zach's asking as the bride.
We have a lot. Yeah, so we have a lot of Well, Joe, you obviously don't. But we do have some open slots for Amazon family. So you guys let us know right there. Just DM
Credo
1 minute
FBA is
DM.
a hard Twitter handle.
Pretty-
Somebody make it your Twitter handle.
Oh geez, when's it? Joe, yeah, video man, no exceptions. I'm kidding. Kidding.
Do big sales days like Prime Day sales ever cause listings to get oversaturated? Sometimes they can, yeah. So that's why you can like you'll see that on a lot of Nike listings, where the last time there was like a Nike sale on that exact product, and just see how long it took for the price to go back up. Like seasonality is going to help you out a lot right now.
Warner, Joe is actually marrying us. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fucking fire, right?
That's
What
so
was
sick.
dope? What was dope was that there were two other people that were qualified
Bro, he's gonna be amazing.
that offered to. Yeah, that's Father Joe. Yeah, facts. That's
It's Father Joe.
you already.
Yeah.
He already does have a really good name, but that would be a fire name too.
Why not make it Father Joe Mazon?
Exactly. Father Joe. Yeah, all that.
But only for the wedding day. Change all the handles to Father Joe Mazon on wedding day.
Another really good piece of banter I saw was this one guy changed his name from Raul FBA to Raul FBM. Like he changed his name. Yeah. Like that was amazing.
And so I saw another handle that said 0-day handling time.
Oh, that's the goat. No, that dude's got he got the sauce right. He's in here right now too. But yeah, like just the name, like that's what his name is. Like that's
removing FBA out of your handle for the last couple months of the year.
Oh, Hunter, actually, yes. If you know someone, DM me on Twitter or on Amazon.
Oh, Hunter is at Hunting Acids. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. All right, I'll toss bro a retweet. Yeah, that's love.
Sending product directly to Amazon needs no prep. How do they recognize it's from you? I mean, you're still going to F and SKU label, or you're going to say that Amazon needs to prep it for you. Otherwise, it's going to commingle and mix with like products that people aren't taking as good a care of, could be counterfeit, that kind of thing.
The best part is there's one Amazon guy on the list who Garrett's never even met.
Sounds like you really can put a video submission here and go to the wedding.
No, he's just so cool with everyone else. Like he's just on the list.
Would you shop? Alyssa gave Miles a cap of 40 from the beginning.
We're about 75% of the way there. Yeah.
Would you shop from a wholesale website that has an email list with deals for Amazon? Probably not. Those closeout things never really seem to go well. And you're just competing with so many people. You can't replenish that stuff. It's kind of like quick first grabs, first dibs, however you want to phrase it. So I would probably avoid it. Same thing if you go on a website of a wholesaler and they have like the Amazon information, oftentimes those are not very much worth looking into.
A lot of times they're the ones selling you like black market stuff too, if they know the Amazon listings.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because they know who wants it and they know where they can get it, whether it's fake or not. And they're simply middlemaning, right? And they're connecting the supply to the demand, just like we are, but in a lot worse of a way.
Someone asked, coming from sneakers, do you guys use virtual cards for declines on sites, privacy, etc.? I do, but not as much as you'd think, because PayPal, gift card, and Google Pay are going to be better in 90% of circumstances. I've only used virtual cards like a handful of times.
It's a nice tool to have in the arsenal, though. It's like the only way I'm getting orders through on a pretty decent site right now.
Yep, I was just thinking of that. Yeah.
But gift cards, man. I mean, that's essentially like when you have to, like, you know how the bank and a mortgage it requires a money order or certified money to like bring and buy a house. It's the same thing. If you're using the site's money to buy their products, it's so much less likely that they're going to cancel.
Yep, especially when you're getting it discounted too. It's just
Yeah. Haven't found, but I feel like not as many people are like considering just like 1-to-1 ratio gift cards simply for the fact that they don't have to worry about cancels. If you can buy $1,000 gift card for $1,000 and you know you're not going to deal with cancels, I mean, there's so much value in that as well. Especially because you could probably get twice the cash back. Probably get cash back buying the gift card and then cash back at the back end using the gift card.
I didn't even think about it like that.
That's true, yeah. Well, usually they don't pay out. I mean, Sura, you do a lot more gift cards than I do. Do you see Rakuten paying out often, or like whatever you're using when you're using gift cards? Cool.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because it's in their TOS that they're not supposed to accept it using gift cards.
Oh,
I guess they're not that good at catching it, apparently.
Majority top cash back for gift cards and for cash back. I've always just preferred their system more, since when I was doing Rakuten before I even started on Amazon, they would just cut my check in half like the day before. And Top Cashback, I didn't really have that issue as much.
Warner the type of dude to read the TOS of like Rakuten and Cashback.
All right. How dare I know the rules on things?
The Amex capacity at Garrett's wedding is going to be larger than the GDP of a small country.
Garrett, credit card roulette for the
Alright,
entire
yeah.
wedding.
Ooh.
Credit card roulette for the whole wedding.
Holy shit, yeah.
Miles, that's a tweet though. That's good, man.
Yep, I'm ripping that. Yep.
Customer sent me an empty box as a return. I put a claim in Amazon, turned me down. Any clue why? I don't know. Resubmit it though. I mean, but ultimately, you got to think of it in terms of your time, right? Obviously, that sucks. It's annoying. It's going to continue to happen in every once in a while. But it's $15, $20, $30, whatever it is, right? The more time you spend dealing with it, the less time you're making, the less money you're making.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing that picture Jimmy tweeted of let me even get it up right here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like jealous of that shit.
Jimmy, for real. Next thing Warner's gonna tell us, he reads the Amazon TOS too. Like,
Come on now.
Prime Day was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, like you can't lie and say you don't
Yeah,
secretly
that's-
want this. Like you
Well.
really can't lie and say that right there.
yeah, that's where dreams are made
hilarious.
right there.
Like any of you guys, if you go to like the live streams on my channel and go back 2 years, you'll see Garrett set up in the old
I was
warehouse.
posted up, bro.
The Amex spending power at Amazon's wedding is going to be bigger than the GDP of a small country.
Fair.
That is
Does
so
the
funny.
Nike outlet let you stack the 15% member discount on top of a discounted gift card? Yeah, so it's pretty much two separate things. The 15% discount is just on the app, and gift card as a payment method. They'll let you use gift card in pretty much any circumstance.
For sure. Patrick is asking, I'm not sure if we already answered your question, Patrick, but IP issues on the Keep It chart showing IP issues on like IP Alert or SellerAmp, but go hard on those products. Like if you look and see like 3-4 other products and there's nothing going on, like no one's getting booted off those listings, it's going to scare off a lot of newer sellers, but there's money to be made there. There's a few brands like that you can really run it up on.
Dude, Nick, honestly, I'd be surprised if you needed any storage. I'm very good on mine, honestly.
Nick,
Oh,
how you
I
doing?
have like 5x what I need.
Mine is lower. Like right now, my capacity is what I'm using is 50% of what my limit's going to be in December. So I'm thinking that's a little bit low. So
Okay,
I'm
that's a
not-
little bit low. Well, dude, you got to send shit in ASAP so you can hit like increase those out. Well, and then November 1st is the big day every year that they nuke it. So you want to have a ton of stuff in there prior.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good point. That's
Yeah,
another
and boost your sell through as much as possible right now. So if you can cut by 5 cents or 50 cents, start making sales on stuff, it'll make you a lot more money if storage limits is an issue.
I think you already asked that. Would GameStop work for getting? Yeah, it will.
Probably.
Pete's Flips just got a video DM.
Can you undercut Amazon to get sales? Yeah, if you see the buy box, like the pink buy box line underneath Amazon consistently, those are good items. Because
Did he
again,
actually?
No.
scares away beginners.
No.
I was gonna say, how did you know that fast? You got a zap for pizza Twitter DMs. You
That'd
get
be
them all
so
forwarded
funny.
to you.
Oh shit! No, the Rise and Grind hoodie. Let me see when the Rise. Yeah, sorry. Do you have the Rise and Grind T-shirt?
I do have a t-shirt. Yeah. I need to get a hoodie too.
Why haven't you like?
I posted it a while, like before anyone was buying it.
Lit. Okay, cool. All right, good.
The first people to buy it, but I need to
He was
repost.
he was there before it was cool, Miles. Come on
Good,
now.
okay.
Dude, yeah. Did anyone notice like the neck is so small, on that shirt?
Just get the material's fire. The material's fire.
It's more comfortable than I thought it was going to be, though.
It is soft though, softer than these boys.
Come on now.
Oh yeah, that material is bad. Yeah.
I think we got new ones now. We're working on better.
What's
Well,
the cost per
people-
unit on this shirt?
Private labeling.
Pretty sure those were that was Amazon merch shirt, I think.
Average shipping cost for shoes. So Chase, if you want like a full FBM guide, go to howtofbm.com, but like it'll be between $9 and $13 for FBM there. And that's someone had asked earlier, that's what you put in for the FBM cost in SellerAmp. So you scroll down on SellerAmp, past the normal profit calculator to the FBM calculator, where you toggle on FBM and take off FBA. It like flips back and forth, and then you enter in that FBM cost manually.
The 75-day card is not available right now. It's private.
Private body.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you guys let us know in the chat how much you think I'm gonna score in pickup basketball today in a couple minutes?
Who's the squad?
So it'll be probably me, Wi-Fi, a couple randoms. I don't know. It just depends.
Well, if you're playing against Ricky Council again, I'm going with 0.
No. I actually made he gave me a high five after I made a layup on him, actually. 16 ones and twos. Come on. What kind of question is that?
Generic listings are a great way to get banned.
Yes, they're tightening down on those listings too, so don't sell on them.
How to get buy box FBM. Be in 0-day handling time and be using a repricer, and understand that not every listing is going to be able to be FBM, but a lot of stuff will be, especially like almost everything in December. And then if you guys want, like Warner and I have tutorials on BQL, how to get it set up. And then there's also a free trial link in the description right there too.
4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists.
He's got the
one
stat
steal.
line.
That's a good stat line for like for
That's a
one.
Draymond looking stat line.
Yeah, especially if I'm like off the ball, or if there's like someone who wants to shoot it every play, like there typically is at the YMCA.
Yeah, you're gonna go play at the Y and expect there to not be someone just chucking.
Oh yeah. Please hit the like button. Appreciate you, Patrick.
Hey, that's good energy.
Oh, that's love. Yeah,
How
game
tall is
16.
Miles? How tall? What, 5'11"?
5'8". I can hit the backboard on the layup though.
Can you do hazmat and dangerous goods? Yeah, you can, Patrick. Just get your name on the wait list. It takes a second to get approved if you're not already on the wait list, though. Just search like hazmat in the back end of your account. You'll get on the
One
list.
thing that I heard is that you can get put way up on the wait list if you sell a bunch of hazmat stuff merchant fulfilled.
Yeah,
It's
FBM.
That's
Yeah.
what I did, and I got it within like a week, and I
Oh,
didn't even
wow.
realize that was why. I was pretty much approved immediately, and that was like over a year ago.
Yeah, that's good. That's another tweet.
Yeah, I was on the wait list for forever, and yeah, I wish I'd known that back then.
You just want to be careful with shipping FBM because it's if you don't put that like the label on the outside, just like a federal felony.
Yeah, don't commit a crime trying to get hazmat approval.
I've done that too many times. Just forgetting about it.
Small talk. Hey y'all, what is up? What is up? I'm just getting started in my Amazon FBA journey and learning a lot from you guys at the moment, soaking up as much knowledge as I can. We'll be starting myself in 2 to 3 months. What's taking
Only
you
2 to 3
start?
months. You're missing the best time of the year. Start now. Even if you only make $1,000, you're gonna learn so much. Like even if you don't make that much money this year, it's gonna cost you literally like tens of thousands next Q4 because you're gonna be lacking data.
The only excuse that would yield the 2 to 3 month wait time is if you're 17 and in like 10 12ths, right?
That is an underrated excuse. Yeah, that like which I can get. Yeah.
Can you do hazmat FBM no approval? Yes, you can.
But even if you're 17 and 10 12ths, you could still be sourcing and have all the software ready to roll. Wait, can you get SellerAmp without an account?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, you probably can't get Keepa without it. Oh, you can get Keepa without it.
Yeah, they don't neither integrate with your account.
Oh
so-
yeah, I mean, so you could be off to the races without even an Amazon account. Does Amazon automatically process payouts? Yeah, I don't.
They will automatically send it out every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
request them daily.
Yeah, if you have to request daily, but yeah.
You have to I would put a timer on your phone, a 24-hour timer, and just request it at the same time every day.
Okay, if you're 20K now, it depends on capital availability and how comfortable you are with leverage, but like probably like 50 in December, depending on that.
Can't you can't use your social security number and then just change it in later?
He lives in Germany, family.
Oh,
Yeah, come on.
they not have a social security number?
I mean, I'm sure they got something like that.
Yeah.
Damn, they make you wait months to start a business in Germany. I
Tough.
mean,
Crazy.
that's why you make your bag in America, and then, and then
No,
if you want to flee to Europe, go for it. But
Yeah.
Europe is not the move.
Not the
to
other
make
way
money,
around.
apparently.
Guys, I'm trying for 20K sales this month. What would be a good growth goal be for December? It depends on your input. Depends on your buy cost, right? You could have all the knowledge, all the smarts, all the experience in the world, but if you have $1,000 to spend, you're not getting very far. And so it really depends on how much capability you have. But the cool thing about this business is if we kind of flip the script there, right? If you start with 1,000, 2,000, whatever the case may be, gain the experience, and then come across 50,000, well, your business is going to grow in relation to your spending. And so there's no real restriction in terms of how quickly, how fast you can grow, because it really is only dependent on obviously your capability to find products, and ultimately corresponding to that, your capability to spend on the products that you find.
Facts.
That is facts.
No Amazon account events the rest of the year. Just chat scaling, the occasional Discord voice chat, the stream with you guys. No formal events though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know of anything until ASD March.
Yeah.
That's where Prosper. That's the same event, right? Prosper, is that the same thing?
I don't know. I think it's separate events at just close to time.
Well, Prosper isn't. Oh, it is. Because Prosper's in Vegas too. I thought Scott puts that on. I think.
Yeah.
Really?
I believe so.
Really? I did not know that.
I could be wrong, but I thought that was the case. I think he also puts on like a Casino in the Sky event or something like that.
Well, that I've heard of. Yeah. I
We
don't
had the casino night at AMZ United, which was pretty fun.
Was he souped up in the tuxedo with the bow tie?
Yeah, he was.
Wow, that's big. Well,
He wears it every year. I always see the pictures.
damn, I'm gonna be dripping like crazy at the wedding too. Actually, now that I think about it.
Bronze. Well, no, you're it's restricted.
Well, yeah. Well, so is it a 2-night thing or is it one day?
It's just one day. We'll have the rehearsal the night before, but
Okay. But like, there's no dinner the night before either.
I mean, we're gonna like chill somewhere. Yeah.
He's grilling you live about the wedding.
these are questions that need answers. These are questions that need answers right here. Yeah.
Bro, I cannot do 5 days in Vegas again. That's a
What
disgusting
kind
place.
of what flavor cake are we having too?
Those things have not been. on.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it in April? Isn't that like 6 months from now?
That's a long time.
Oh no, 8 months. No, bro. 6 months from today is April.
No,
13th.
it is 6. It's 6 months. Not
Bro,
8.
that's just coming up. You gotta
Yeah.
figure this shit out. They're gonna charge you like $10K for the cake, and I'm gonna grub some of it. But like you gotta get on that.
This is insane.
My flips for wedding planning 2024.
I'm like the one who's like taking this the most seriously. Yeah.
Peak Friday stream.
It's a good banter session. It's a good banter stream though. Yep, over here in Germany, gotta wait. Oh, we already read that. My bad.
Yeah.
Am I up? I'm already preparing.
Yeah, same.
Let's see.
You
Would
and
you
me
ever trust a leads list? For like a month or two, you can use it to like see opportunities, learn new coupons, sites you can source from, but think not long term.
I think the other underrated thing about leads lists, and something I benefited from 3 years ago, is the people, right? Because typically with those leads lists, there's like a group chat assigned to each list or like a community aspect to it. I know, and obviously, Maz, we all know like Kickflips. I forget. Unfortunately, it's
Casey.
Yeah,
Come on,
like
man.
he has a huge community that you would meet tons of people with that leads list. I know OA Deals has another leads list that we could probably get behind. And I'm assuming there's people in there that are willing to
Oh yeah.
network and communicate and communicate and things like that. Label your event as the Amazon seller meetup to cut down on the wedding term cost.
Low key right there. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
Make it all
Jimmy and I are
deductible.
gonna be momming out. Jimmy and I are gonna be breaking down to the.
Referring to Joe as the clergy is hilarious.
Wait, is that the name of like what Joe is for that?
I
No,
mean,
I think it's
sort of.
It's not. I forget what it's called.
yeah, I don't know.
Be cool free pricing. There's a free trial link in the description. With a full tutorial on it. Wow.
Is there any good special punishment?
Wait, yeah, there actually should be. We are gonna have to separate up the Amazon family, Garrett family, Alyssa family, like the spread.
Sadiq,
Wait, is the seating together, or do we sit just by ourselves, or do we sit like with like normal people like that?
Well, so there's probably going to be a head table, and then there's probably just going to be tables like obviously the Amazon heads are all going to be together.
So me, Rodriguez, Corey, Jimmy, Billy,
Well, no, you're going to be with Danny up at the head
Ooh.
table.
and Dan. Okay.
And Dan, correct.
We'll keep you guys updated on the situation. All right, cool. All right. So I'm gonna go play basketball. So thanks everyone for tapping in. It's a good 40 minutes. Appreciate you guys. Right here. Make sure you
Oh,
go.
shoot, I hope Dan's not watching this.
all of
haven't-
these people
haven't
on
told him yet.
social right there. Oh, really?
No.
All right. Well, once again, guys, once again, right there. Yeah. So if you want to apply for Garrett's wedding, we got a couple spots left. 1 minute video on Twitter right there. Follow all these guys on socials.
I'll be sending mine to Pete.
Howtofbm.com. Howtofbm.com, Zach. Go to howtofbm.com. Right there.
Miles, you got all the domains on lock.
Boom. On intro
Bro,
to
I'm telling you, in 15 years, when the new generation of Amazon sellers is coming, Miles just going to be like, just like flipping all of
Domain
them.
flipping to all of them.
All right. Have a great one, everyone.
The next flips for Miles.
Hey, everybody.
in the community.
Okay.